Hey, how's it going everyone? This is Alex Ender here, and today I'm going to show you my prediction for the January 1st ban list for the TCG. Now the moment has come, so we got in the month of December, and I guess we have to talk about ban lists once again. First, before I jump right on the subject, I would like to apologize not posting any more videos in the last 3 months. I was very busy with school at the university, and I wasn't able to upload any videos in these 3 months. I uploaded like a couple of little videos, little matchup, little duels, just to make sure that my channel is still active. But I see that the number of subscribers that I got begins to decrease, and I want that number to increase. So I decided to maybe jump off the next level with this ban list prediction, and maybe the number of my subscribers will increase with this. So I'm gonna explain all the choices see here on the screen, and you see there's some cards in the side X section. I'm gonna also talk about these, but first let's jump right to the card that will be banned for January 1st, Vanity's Emptiness. This card is absolutely crazy because it's automatically stop every special summon decks. It will be like, it can be Burning Abyss, can be Hieratic, can be anything. Synchro type, the Quasar, all Quasar decks completely shut down. And also this is like a flawed card because you do all your stuff in one turn, you set your Vanity's Emptiness, and when the time has come for your opponents to strike down your plans or to counter attack, if I can say, well, just activate your Vanity's Emptiness and boom, that's it. You just screwed up. Anyway, so this is the reason why Vanity's Emptiness should be banned, and also the price of this card will decrease a lot if he gets banned. So that's it for the ban section. I have seen some other ban list prediction from other YouTubers or websites, and they said that they want to ban Blackluster Soldier in the beginning. The almighty BLS, don't ban this guy, man. This guy is so freaking awesome because he can banish cards and he can attack once again when he destroys a monster. It can be a direct attack after. Don't ban this card because this man over here has to stay on game. Alright, so that's it for the ban section. I'm not saying any more about this. Let's move on now to the limited section. I've put there Qliphort Scout, which is the main pendulum cards that search every Qliphort monsters. If you want to stop any Qliphort deck, you should not touch a disc or the shell or maybe the carrier. Scout is the one that you should touch if you want to stop any Qliphort decks. Killer is not useful, not Killer Towers. It's useless for that. You don't have to touch killers. It's Scout's the most important one because it's the searcher, and with Sacrifice and Summoner's Art and this card, if you run 3 of each in your Qliphort deck, you got 9 cards to search any Qliphort monster. That's crazy. So that's why you should stop this by limiting Scout. So the 3 cards you see here after Elemental Stratos, Heavy Storm, and Dragon Ravine are all 3 cards that are in the ban section right now. And I want all these 3 cards back into the game. Why? First, Stratos. Stratos is our man. Everyone wants that Stratos back into the game. Just because the structure deck, the Hero Strike, is going to be released in January, and people want to play Heroes. So what you do if you want to play Heroes? Just bring back our Stratos, man. Then we got AV Storm. AV Storm is a pretty awesome spell cards that destroy any spell trapper on the field, and we know that a deck that plays a lot of set spell trap cards are Terra Knights. So Terra Knights, they do the neb, they set 4, and they end their turn. Same thing for artifacts, engine decks, the same thing. So I guess that the Heavy Storm should come back because we will not be feared for attacking after. I know it prevents it so hard, like not prevents, but I'm guessing that Heavy Storm can be a card that helps people to OTK. And this is what is missing right now in the game, is some OTKs. Crazy OTKs. Then we got Dragon Ravine, the last of the 3 cards that I want back into the game. Dragon Ravines, they got reprinted Vajrayana, and they automatically banned Dragon Ravine, which is absolutely crazy and not fair. If I can say this. Dragon Ravine also, it'll boost the Dragon ED deck, of course, and also all Dragon Engine decks. And as we know, we got equip spell cards for Dragon ED that's coming up, and the Secret of Evolution or Secret of Eternity. I don't know which is the name for the TCG, but I guess it's Secret of Eternity. I'm not sure of that, but anyways, it doesn't matter. It's just that the Dragon ED support card will be released in this set. So that's why you got to bring back our Dragon Ravine, sorry. Yes, I just say Fusion, but because of this card right here, Shaddoll Fusion. They got now 2 cards to Fusion Summon, the Shaddolls. We got Shaddoll Fusion, and you got the El-Shaddoll Fusion. So by limiting Shaddoll Fusion, which can be used in a very specific way, like it says right there, when you open this controller a monster, a special summon from the extra deck, you can automatically use monster from your deck as fusion materials, which is absolutely crazy. So I'm guessing that limiting Shaddoll Fusion will definitely give a stop to Shaddoll decks, and also players won't be feared about that. That's for sure. I put Emeny Controller right there for the limited section. I'm still on the limited section. I put Emeny Controller there because of the Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss uses cards that automatically I got some difficulties to say automatically. Alright. Yeah, Emeny Controller, like I said, for the Burning Abyss, it's pretty good, and I'm guessing that by limiting Emeny Controller, it will stop some combos with the Burning Abyss, because they always win YCS. It's been 4 in a row that Burning Abyss wins a YCS, and we see this with what's his name, Jeff Jones, I guess. With Burning Abyss, he uses Emeny Controller or whatever. I'm guessing he's using always the second effect. By attributing a monster, he takes control of one of his opponent, and the monster distributed is the Burning Abyss, and the Burning Abyss effect will be activated after. So yeah, definitely a card that should be it for Emeny Controller. It's the same thing for frogs, I guess. Definitely gonna hit. And the last card, not the last card, but the 2 last card right there, Skill Drain and Fire Lake of the Burning Abyss. Maybe they will go to 1, I guess. Skill Drain because of the Qliphort, and Fire Lake of the Burning Abyss because of the Burning Abyss, of course. I'm just gonna move on to the extra deck very quickly. Construct and Winda. There might be some of these that will be limited. I'm not sure. Maybe one of the 2. Construct is more a card that can flood your special summon monster, and Winda just shut down your opponents for special summoning. Same thing as Vanity's Emptiness. And the last one would be Dante. Dante can be in the ban list, of course. It will be maybe at the limited section or the semi-limited, but I'm pretty sure that Dante or Fire Lake will be it at 1, and the other one maybe will be hit at 2, or they will stay at 3. Well, I don't know, but definitely Dante or Fire Lake or both gonna be limited. So that's it for the limited section. For the semi-limited, I put Tour Guide right there, because a lot of decks now relies on tour guides. There's like the Burning Abyss, of course. You got the Dark Worlds. We got now the Fluffles that use tour guides. The UA also, the Ultra Athletes, uses tour guides. The Dino Rabbit, of course. That's why Rescue Rabbit is just after the tour guide, because I want it back to 2. There's now one nobody player right Dino Rabbit, and I'm guessing that Rescue Rabbit will be a huge pluses for those decks and the player that want play decks, Dino Rabbits. So that's why I'm just putting tour guides right there at 2, not at a 1, because it would completely shut down the all the decks that plays the tour guides, Dark Worlds, BAs, and UA. So Rescue Rabbit, I explained it. Global to 2, maybe to 3, because of this effect that we can only use the effect of Global to special summon itself in the graveyard once per duel. So having 2 or 3 in the graveyard, it doesn't matter of that, because the monster will be automatically used just by using 1 time this effect. Even if you have 3, you cannot use it 3 times. So that's why I'm putting it to 2. The Breed Dragon at 2 also, because the Bee Dragon just it will be a big plus for the Dragon Rulers and every Dragon engine for these for this monster also. And then I put Sacred Sword at 2 because it has limited too much. It's been so long that this card is limited and nobody is now using Dragon Rulers. I guess they are now dead because of the Shaddolls and all stuff. They are destroyed very easily and you cannot use the effect of Sacred Swords. And also it will provide other level 7 decks to use that card like Mecha Beast, for example. So that's it for the semi-limited section. Oh yeah, no, it's not all. This card over here, Dark Strike Fighter. This card can come back to the game because of this new errata. That the effect can be used once per turn and during in main phase 1 only. So I'm guessing that Dark Strike Fighter will get back to the game at 2. Maybe at 1 and then they will try at 2 and then 3. Put 3. Alright. Now for the card that's going to be at 3, I put Advanced Ritual Heart because nobody is playing rituals right now. The Transmigration Prophecy because that card does nothing. We got Gale and the Gather Beast, the Bestiari because Gather Beast and Black Wings are 2 decks that nobody plays and maybe some players want to play Black Wing or Gladiator Beast because of the new support, of course, first of the Gladiator Beast. But Black Wing and Gladiator Beast just know nothing to the meta right now. So I'm guessing that won't be a problem for these 2 monsters to come back at 2 and at 3. Yeah, that's it for this. And finally, the last card I put is Hieratic Seal of Convocation because nobody now plays Hieratic Rulers. It's now all Shaddoll, Satellite Knights, Burning Abyss, Qliphort, Yangtze, and Hieratic Rulers like nope. In a group of 200 duelists, you can have like 2 or 3 players that will definitely try to play Hieratic Ruler to beat the top 3 decks, and they will fail Winda or Dante. We don't know. Alright. So now you remind me, why did you put these 4 cards on the side deck section? You didn't talk about that. Yeah, I know, I'm gonna just say a few words about this. So these 3 cards right there, Sangan, Cyber-Stein, and Pot of Greed, these are my 3 wild cards. I want those 3 cards back into the game, and this will be very tough because Sangan and Pot of Greed are 2 cards that are going to be pluses for every deck. Pot of Greed you can go like plus. They said plus 2 because you draw 2 cards if you set it, but if you activate it from your hand, at the beginning you have 1 card, you activate it, and then you draw 2. So basically you just go plus 1 because at the start you only have 1 card and then you have 2. So 2 minus 1 equals 1. So you only go plus 1 with Pot of Greed. But that's why I want this card back. Sangan because it's a searcher and everybody loves Sangans and can be played in every deck, especially Burning Abyss. That's for sure. And finally Cyber-Stein. Cyber-Stein in the OCG this card is at 3 and it does absolutely nothing except for the OTK with the Brain Research Lab, I guess. The card that does no payments of life points for the effect that requires to pay life points like Cyber-Stein. Basically, if you use that without this Brain Research Lab and you got the effect value, you just waste 5,000 life points for nothing. So we just continue the game with 3,000. Okay. And the last card is Mystical Space Typhoon, because I heard some speeches on the internet that Mystical Space Typhoon, because it's a quick play card, guessing that this card, they said it will go to 1. This card is too fast and they want the Pendulum Summon to be powerful. They want to provide people to play Pendulums. I guess the same thing for Banlist and Torrential Tribute, that's why I didn't put them in the list. But if I had to, I would put them in the semi-limited section, Banlist and Torrential, just to negate the Pendulum Summoning. But they want the duelist to play Pendulums, so they don't want to put Torrential and Banlist at 2, even at 3. It will stay this at 1. I'm guessing that Mystical Space Typhoon will do the same thing. Just a little quick recap on this. There's a card here, Night Beam. that targets only set spell track cards, so that's why you cannot use this against the pendulum cards that are in the pendulum zones, because they're not set, they are face up. So you cannot Night Beam them, but you can MST them, and you can MST during the opponent's turn and during your own turn. So that's why Mystical Space Typhoon has a chance to be hit because of the pendulum monsters, and also because the Konami wants to provide the players to play Qliphorts or every pendulum decks, like the Pyramid Yukai or the new DDDs that's coming up soon enough. I don't know when. But yeah, that's it for the ban list. I'm guessing that's gonna be hit for the cards that can be potentially hit. If you have any comments in this, any suggestions on other cards that I didn't mention that can go in the list, just leave a comment down below in the section, corresponding section, and I'll try to put more videos in the next 3 weeks because I'm in vacation right now. Woohoo! So basically I'm just gonna try to do some videos, more videos, and maybe the number of my subscribers will increase. Alright, that's what we did for now. Please subscribe to my channels and I'll see you guys next time. This is Alexander signing out.